Alright, hello YouTube, Mega Man 12780 here. I got a deck profile, you could say. A deck that I made recently, pretty much, and like it's a fun deck. It's really fun to play. Like the way you play it and stuff, it's really good. I like it. I don't know about anybody else. Yeah, just like because these random tokens, Bass and Life Aura, these are awesome. Use those as my tokens. Anyway, we got a Tech Genesis deck up. Tech Genesis deck. Got two Cyber Magician. Oh, I'm sorry for the proxy. This is gonna be the only proxy in the main deck. I just got this one recently too. Like I'm trying to get the other one. So if you got that, hit me up. I'll see what if I could work a trade out with you. Next up we got 3 Rush Rhino. I probably should explain these guys. Cyber Magician, when he's on the field, you can use, when you're in a synchro for a Tech Genesis synchro monster, you can use other Tech Genesis cards that are in your hand for the synchro summon. So this guy plus Rhino is an instant +5, like Tech Genesis Hyper Librarian. It hasn't come out yet, but I think it came out. I don't know. Anyway, Hyper Librarian. Now, when Cyber Magician is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, at the end phase, you can search for another Tech Genesis except for Magician. Now that's a little nifty effect that I like to call the Dark Soul effect. Well, sort of anyway. So Rush Rhino, he comes out at 16. He's level 4. When he attacks, it doesn't even have to be a monster. He attacks, period. He gains 400 until the end of the damage step. So he's 2,000. He gets over Thunder King Raya, which is a big thing, because Thunder King Raya hurts this deck. Because you search everything, pretty much, with this entire deck. And like Cyber Magician, he has a Dark Soul effect, so he can search anything at the end phase, except for himself, really. Next up, this card is like really broken. 3 Tech Genesis Striker. It's a level 2 warrior tuner monster, and its effect is if your opponent controls a monster and you don't, you can special summon him. So he's a Cyber Dragon. He's a tuner. It's level 2. I like that a lot. That's like really cool, and not to mention he just looks extremely cool. Like he's badass, whatever. And like his other 2 friends, he gets the search effect. Next up, we got a card that pairs off really nicely with Striker. 3 Tech Genesis Warwolf. When a level 4 or lower monster is special summoned, you can special summon this guy. So him and Striker are instant level 5. Like you can special summon this, and then Warwolf, and synchro for like Hyper Librarian, and you still have a normal summon for your turn. Like you can even go into another synchro or something like that. Extremely nice plays. Yeah, after I'm done showing the deck list, I'll show like one of the best plays this deck has to offer. So yeah, we got 3 of these, and like his other friends, the search effect. That's it for the Tech Genesis. You really only run these guys. These few. I choose 2 Cyber Magician because 3 I feel is like a bit too much. Next up, I'm playing this deck under the Junk Doppel engine. So I use 3 Junk Warrior and 2 Doppel Warrior. Like Doppel Warrior is Junk Warrior's best friend. Like this card, they're just really good. They create major pluses for the deck. Yeah, 1 Sangan because this card searches out a lot of the main cards for the deck. 1 Effect Feather because I just find that this card is extremely nice to have. And 1 Gorge just to prevent the random OTKs and stuff like that. Now we got spells. We got 2 MSDs. And I personally like this card. This is TGX1-HL. It's basically an MST when you can cut in half a Tech Genesis on your field, and destroy a spell trap card on the field as well. So like it allows Rush Rhino to dodge bottomless. Like if he gets bottomless randomly and they have another card, you could be like HL1, cut my monster in half. I no longer get bottomless, and not only that, I pop your other card. So with this, I pretty much run 4 MSTs. Now we got a Mind Control because like you can just take cards and go like crazy. Book of Moon, I personally feel like it's a staple. Rhoda, because most of the main cards in your deck that you want to search are warriors. The Junk Synchronize, the Doppel Warrior, the Strikers, Giant Trunade. So you can go for that big old push. Dark Hole, Monster Reborn. And because you go through your deck a lot with the monsters, 2 Pot of Avarice is a must. I find 3 is just way too much. That's overkill. 2 works just fine. For traps, we got 2 PG1-EM1. This is pretty much creature swap for Tech Genesis, except you choose the target. So like I got Cyber Magician on my field, and say your opponent got like a Stardust, you go and play this, and you give them your 0 attack Cyber Magician, and you get their Stardust. You attack the Cyber Magician, they take the 25, and you still get your Surge off. So like, this card is really good. I find 3 is too much, and I like it really much at 2. I've never tried one out. Next up, we got 2 Compulsory. I don't really have like Dimensional Prison or Solemn Warning, so this is just gonna have to do until I get one of those 2 cards. Bottomless, just the monster hate right there. Call the Haunted, Torrentu, and Mirror Force. Alright, that's that for the main deck. The main deck runs 40 cards exactly. The Glare. 40 cards. And now we got for the extra deck coming along. Now this is where the proxies take over. Like, there's gonna be a lot in here because some of the cards I haven't got or haven't even came out yet. Oh, almost dropped the camera. 2 Formula Synchro. 2 Hyper Librarian. Hyper Librarian is broken. When you synchro summon, whenever a synchro monster synchro summoned, you draw a card. So it can be on your field or on your opponent's field, either way. You draw that card. Then we got 2 Wonder Magician. This card, when it's synchro summoned, when this card is synchro summoned, you can pop a card on the field, a spell shot card on the field. When it's destroyed, you draw a card. It's also a synchro tuner, so like it actually has the same effect the Formula Synchron has. You can synchro during your opponent's turn with it. Magical Android, another random level 5, because this deck loves level 5s. Hyper Librarian and Wonder Magician are both level 5s. Brio, Black Rose. Whoa, I skipped something. Yes, I did. Brio, Black Rose, Arcanite Magician, because your Striker and Hyper Librarian plays, or whatever random cards you want to throw in there. Stardust Dragon, Shooting Star Dragon, Tecgenus Blade Blaster. This card is like one of the greatest boss monsters the deck has. If you target it with a spell or trap, you could discard a card to negate it, and then like once per turn during your opponent's turn, you can remove and play a Tecgenus from your graveyard. You move this guy from play, and he comes back during your next standby phase. So you can get past that Dark Hold that your opponent just played or whatever. Just be careful that they don't OTK you when you do that. Some kid did that. It was pretty funny. Synchro him, you need a tuner synchro monster and a non-tuner synchro monster. Yeah, so pretty much you could summon him the same way you would summon Shooting Star. But it's a lot easier to go with Wonder Magician Hyper Librarian. Hellbird Cannon, the other boss of the deck, pretty much. This guy is like I would like to say a Black Horn of Heaven on legs. Whenever your opponent summons, once per turn, you can negate that summon. And if he's destroyed, you special summon another Tecgenus from your graveyard. To synchro him, you need a Synchro Tuner monster and 2 non-tuner synchro monsters. So you need a Delta XL synchro him. And the last card in my extra deck, it hasn't even come out in America yet. But I personally feel like it's a great card, and it's going to be broken. Shooting Quasar Dragon. I don't actually have it here. I probably should have put it in the wiki or whatever. Anyway, Shooting Quasar is a level 12 limit over XL synchro monster. You summon him the same way you would summon Hellbird Cannon. So he can attack a number of ties equal to the number of non-tuners used. So when he comes out, he can attack twice. He's 4,000 attack, 4,000 defense, 12 stars. So once per turn, he can negate any card. So he's not scared of anything once per turn. And if he dies and he gets removed from the field, you get Shooting Star out for free. Like that's broken. So yeah, that's pretty much the deck right there. I would get into plays, but this video has already been going on for about like 10 minutes now. So yeah, comment in the bottom bar or whatever like that, and I'll be seeing you guys a lot more lately. I'm trying to do videos and stuff. Anyway, Mega Man 12788 logging out.